Right. Good morning. Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life. My Mystical Life. You guys know how I got the name My Mystical Life? Should we tell a Christmas story? It's not really a Christmas story. It is like a little bit of weirdness, but interesting all the same. To me, at least. Anyhow. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning. I can see. Steve and I were just talking. Good morning, Tammy Nelson. I logged on to your thing last night and I saw all these My Mystical Lifers. I was like, look at all you people. Good morning, Shannon Sargent. I may be in town tonight or tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, Shannon. It would be after the poll at 4. We do it here for you guys. Eastern Central Time is 3. So good morning, Renee. I saw that meme. It was funny. So, speaking of Shannon on here, there is an item in the 12 Days of Christmas that I put in there as in the end of the everything, and I didn't talk about it nearly as much as I should have. But one of the things that went into the drawing, since it didn't go into Salem because we didn't pull off the Salem thing. I'm so annoyed by this camera. Camera, come on, I'm right here. I'm in front of the tree. What do you want from me, camera? What do you want? The other thing that has been Happy Thursday that has been added to I don't want to open it up all the way just because I don't want to have to fold it again, is the Raven quilt. It actually has bats on that size, but there's ravens all over it. It's a raven quilt by Dream Color Quilts. So that's up there as well. So, oh my God, camera. See, you get snappy with it. So that is in the giveaway as well. Come on. Oh, this isn't the right filter. Hold on. That's not the right filter. Where am I? What is this? What is that? I don't know. That's not supposed to be there. I'm trying to figure my way around what's going on here. That's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be gone. There we go. Okay. Oh, good grief. Trying to figure stuff out. There we go. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm wonderful. My Mystical Life. Morning. So when I That scared me. That was a sound it sounded like a horse in severe distress. I mean, it got me up, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It must have been the wind whistling. I would like to have a shout out from all of the people that have been in the strong winds. I know that Lori was over there. Lori Spears was in the bad weather. There was a bunch of people over in the bad weather. If you're on here, please give us a shout out so we know you're okay. I will be putting a post out about that as well. But there were a lot of people that were ducking for cover. So we're just, I'm waiting to make sure that everybody's all right this morning. Today is also, you notice I've squirreled all over the place this morning, right? Your family was in it. Yeah, it's very scary. Very scary stuff, the storms that are going on. Don't forget, if you bought the Advent calendar, today is day 3. Let's kind of keep let's not talk about what was in the boxes. Right? Somebody go, hey, someone's ruined. And yeah, so let's leave the boxes. What's in the boxes, I guess, is supposed to be a surprise. I said there's Dolores Puccio. Yay. She was a winner yesterday. Yes, prayers for all. She was a winner yesterday. So here's yesterday's winners on the giveaway. So we had Patty Ballard, we had Dolores, and we had Marjorie Linderman. I haven't heard from Marjorie yet. But those were the winners from yesterday's giveaway. So we are I'm trying to stay super organized in this. Like, everybody gets their invoice and everybody gets, I'm just taking care of everything right away as soon as possible. They're okay, but it was crazy. I'm glad they're okay. Jude Haggerty, she's another winner. And the reason I'm pointing this out, you guys, is it is amazing. There's over 850 names in there, and these are people that we've pulled. And we have, I mean, there's just no rhyme or reason to the little pieces of paper in there. So it's amazing. Anyhow, so good morning, everybody. Let me share for a hot second. But so let me tell you, I guess I'm supposed to tell you this morning. I don't know why. It's such a random story. I mean, maybe I know why, but it's a random story. This could have been, this was Dolores won this yesterday. She won the smudge wand. So when I started this, I think it was part of my lesson when I first started this. We're always learning, right? We're always figuring things out as we go along on this journey. They don't just go, boom, you know everything. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. You may have awareness of maybe some past lives, or you might have some awareness of how to do natural healing, and it just comes naturally to you. And that's perfect, because it absolutely does. All this is totally natural to us, right? When I started, I thought that none of this was, of course, normal. What's normal anyways? And my guides, because I really struggled. I took a step back for a good 10 years. I started and everything came in so strongly, where it scared the living. Come on, camera. Watch, once the Christmas tree is not behind me anymore, this will stop. I bet you money. Once I started to be aware, and this is something we learn in the class, which we have Psychic Development 1 and Mediumship 1 and Reiki 1 in January, right? You can go to My Mystical Life to sign up for those. But when you first start on your spiritual journey, good morning, everybody. When you first start on your spiritual journey, things start to come in, and they can very profoundly. Like, I was standing in my kitchen, and the person that I had been speaking with in my twilight, I'm sharing, you guys, I'm not ignoring you. The person that I had been speaking with in my twilight dreams was in my kitchen with me. And it was a little girl, and she had died of a plague. Hello, everybody. Hello. So it was hard for me. I mean, she moved my clothing, she pulled on my shirt, everything. And I felt very compassionate for her, but I didn't know how to help her at that time. I see something coming on down the pike, so I'm just going to deal with this right now. I just see something coming down the pike, and I did not want to deal with that this morning. So I feel bad doing that. I really do. But I do not have the attitude for dealing with trolls this morning. So anyhow, there, I'm done posting. So as I was working on developing, and I was hearing things and seeing things and smelling things and tasting things, it's like the clairs just started to come in because I became aware of them. And this is how your spiritual journey can start, right? You can feel a little overwhelmed. Now, I know, I feel bad because they didn't troll yet, but it was coming. I could feel it. So, and it scared me. Well, keep in mind at this point, Sam, hello, I'm here. You're supposed to be looking here. At this time, let me see if this helps. At this time, Sam was listening to me, and he was not engaged yet. Okay. He was just listening to the things that were going on. Now, don't get me wrong. He was a believer, because some of the things that were happening in the synchronicities were incredible. And, it was a unique moment in our household. Even our kids felt it. And, our kids would come down the steps and be like, "What are you doing, Mom?" Because there's like somebody upstairs. I don't understand what's going on. So it affected everybody. When you start to open up, it can affect your whole household and all, what is it? Rising ships, or rising tides raise all ships. So as I was going through this beginning of my spiritual journey, I was scared. And I think it's a normal reaction. to when you start to see things and hear things, and all of a sudden you're like, I have been in the dark this whole time. How is this even a thing? And then you start to settle into it, right? And it starts to be this most beautiful thing. And I've always had this reluctance to title myself as anything. I've always had this reluctance with this to title myself as a psychic medium, a shaman, all those things. If you listen to me long enough, you'll hear some of the things that I do. But I very rarely get on and just say, hi, good morning, I'm Lisa Fry. I'm a psychic medium, a shaman, a Reiki master, a Diksha oneness blessing giver, and go down the list, a certified hypnotherapist. You don't know all the titles, because I've always been one of those people that I don't put a title on things. I believe in the proof is in the pudding kind of thing. So my guides, I think, came forward very softly and said, and I was like, if I do this online, I don't know what to call myself. What do I do? I feel like I'm being prideful if I get on there and I say, I am this. And they said, what do you think? What do you think this is? I said, it's so beautiful. It's like magic. It's so mystical. I know it's not magic, but it's just so mystical, and it's just so beautiful. And they said, it's your mystical life. And that's how My Mystical Life came about. And they said, that's your name. It's My Mystical Life, your mystical life. It is part of who you are, part of who everybody on their spiritual journey is. We are all mystical. We are all beautiful. We are all unique. And this is my guides talking, and at this point, I'm still a little freaked out, right? I'm still a little freaked out. And I was like, okay. So they said, why would you go with something you're uncomfortable with? You know, you don't have to go scream from the rooftops what you do. And I'll tell you why that bothers me. How many people do you see that are, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the end all do all. You will not get a better reading than you can get from me. I'm the perfect healer. I'm a master at this, and I'm a master at that. And I was watching people and I was going, I don't like that. I don't like that. It feels false. It feels false to me. And the more I learned that it's not us. If you're calling your meat bag a master, your higher self knows so much. Absolutely. But we are set here with the constraints of the human brain. That's why we pick the human brain that we pick. We pick our brain, we pick our body, and we set it in motion with the intent to have limitations. So no one is the best. No one is the best. This is a give and take and learn as we go through life. This is not, I'm king of the world, I'm queen of the world. That's not how this goes. And my guides knew that disturbed me, even all the way back when I first started. And that has held steady for me. And that's how the name My Mystical Life, I don't know why that's important to talk about this morning, but that was what we're going to talk about. And that's how My Mystical Life came about for our community, for our page. And not one person is higher than anyone, but that always bothers you too, right, Jude? Because people do look down on other people. And am I looking down on people that are doing that? I'm not really looking down on them, but I am going, it's not for me. I'm allowed to be discerning. I'm not looking down in the respect that I think that they don't do the job correctly. You have to keep your ego in check, right? I try to do that consistently. Now, don't get me wrong. When someone says they are the best, you immediately let them go. Don't get me wrong. When I first felt that first tingle of energy flow through me with Reiki, oh my God. I was like, this is so cool. And then I had to sit back, and I worked with it for a while. I worked with it for probably 6 months before I went for my next degree, because I needed to settle into the fact that this was always there. This was always there. Yes, I'm being conscious of the sensation of it now, but it was always there. Now I just knew how to use it a little better, right? You always wondered how I come up with a My Mystical Life name. That's it. My guides gave it to me. My guides gave it to me. It is guide given. The other one that they've given me that is guide given, it was probably a year into my shamanic practice as Spirit Walker, and you don't see me put that. That's my shamanic name is Spirit Walker, but I don't put it out there a lot just because I know what it means, and that's perfect. Because it's one of those things where I can walk into somebody's energetic field and do a shamanic journey totally cognizant and awake. Instead of having to step into shamanic journey, it's something I can do. And it's just really interesting, right? It's really interesting, but I don't run around with feathers in my hair and call myself Spirit Walker, because I feel like that the message gets lost. I feel like the consistency and the solid foundation of any type of spirit communication gets lost in that. That's just me. That's why I go with it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I got my coffee. Oh. And you know what, Renee? She says, my mystical life is perfect. Your guides are ingenious. They knew how to work around my fears, and they knew how to work around my reluctance, because I 10 years, guys, I stepped back for 10 years until Metatron come up and just said, okay, I'm tired of being patient. Make it happen. And so I just had to bite the bullet and get online. I'm not trying to be awesome. I'm just trying to be down to earth, right? Okay, let me it's an amazing journey. 2 cups of morning coffee this morning. I'm only on my first one. Zoom. Okay, so who else has had a moment like that in their spiritual journey that they just go, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing. They give me that name before I even knew who they were. And here's another thing. I refused to really pay attention a lot because seriously, I was very reluctant to take the name, to take anything, because I was told by somebody in the spiritual community that if you didn't know who your guides were, if you didn't know what their names were, you were not to work with them, that they were probably from the dark side. I don't know if they were working in too much Star Wars or whatever, but if you didn't know their name and know them, and you weren't supposed to take information from them. And that's kind of almost like, you can't. Because if you don't communicate with them, you don't eventually build a rapport to get the name. How many people have a guide that they work with that they have no idea what their name is? Oh my God. So totally me. So totally me. My Disney guide, no idea. That's just the Disney guide. My song guide, no idea. That's just my song guide. My Rudolph the Reindeer guide, don't know the name. Don't know. You know their energy, right, Heidi? You know their energy. So I put myself back. I set myself back because of what somebody told me. Right? No clue, just their personality. Right. You had an amazing experience with Reiki. Need your 2nd and 3rd level. We're going to be doing, if you were interested, we're going to be doing 2nd and 3rd levels. Probably 2nd will probably be March. And then another month and a half we'll do the other one. You have no idea who they are. We just listen. You have a chemist for real. No, really, right, Jude? Sam has a financial guide, a financial advisor guide. Mm-hmm. I can draw him. Matter of fact, I have a drawing of him, but I don't know his name. You can find the sign up for Reiki 1. Renee Shalom, it's on My Mystical Life front page. If you go below the Christmas thing, it should be. It should be. Yours is Asian, right? They come from all over. Good morning, Deb Ferris. I hope you had fun on your cruise. So don't forget, you guys, today is day 3 of the giveaway that happens at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. One of my guides is a friend's grandpa. I just call him Jen's grandpa. You know the energy. Now, Jim comes in every once in a while. That's my father-in-law. And he comes in every once in a while, and I know when he's here. And I had the most amazing experience during trance mediumship the other day. I was feeling off center. You sprayed your computer with WD-40. Girl, I love you. Okay, you're like my spirit animal. We can ask our guides for certain things. Absolutely, absolutely. But I was in a trance mediumship session the other day, and I was having a hard time feeling centered. I was having a hard time feeling grounded. I was just all over the place. I was just wobbling. I was wobbling, and it was so cool. And I could cry about this, and I'm going to try not to. It was so cool as I was sitting there in my meditation, in my stepping down to spirit, and I just felt like this. I just felt like I couldn't get there. And my grandpa come and put his hand on my shoulder, and I was like, "Gosh, I haven't seen you in so long," and I couldn't stop wobbling. And my grandma come and put her hand on my other shoulder. And she says, the foundation is there. You just have to chill out. I have a hard time chilling out. So my grandma and grandpa, one on either side, to help stabilize where I am in life right now spiritually. So don't discount something because, oh, I can't be my grandma or my grandpa because that's my imagination. Guys, you know what they feel like. You know what they feel like. She WD-40'd her computer. You guys, I love Renee Shellum. I just love Renee Shellum. I love that she shared it, okay? I love that she shared. She thought it was canned air and she WD-40'd her computer keyboard. I love you. I hope it all works out. Do you need me to send you another keyboard? Do you need a keyboard stat? And Jude looks at Jude, she's like, oh, Renee, I'm so sorry. And I'm laughing. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. It sounds like something I would do. Aw, Sherry felt her grandma last night while she was making cookies. Oh my gosh, I'm going to read this. Katrina says, my guardian angel is my mom's grandma, Alice. Never met her, and I had my second open heart surgery. I died, gone to heaven, and met her sitting there in a rocking chair on her lap. She was talking to me and told me God sent me back to my mommy. They weren't ready for me yet. Oh. Oh, you sprayed it? Oh no. Okay, that's not funny. She sprayed it in the computer vents. That is a whole other bag of cats. No. That's not funny. Now you have my total and sincere, oh my godness, okay? Oh, who else has had a moment where you have felt seriously, who else has had a moment where you have felt a loved one around you and you just know? Laura says, I don't know my guides, but I have reached out to loved ones who've transitioned for help. Who's just felt that? A bag of cats. That's a whole new bag of cats. Yeah, now that's horrible. I thought it was on her keyboard. I'm like, keyboard? No problem. Computer? Oh, hell no. I think I need to go buy a new computer today. I know it's not a snap decision. It's not. It's something I've been talking about. Oh, you identified her through a voice and a cassette tape and picked her out in pictures. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that, your computer is working fine? It's working like a fine, well-oiled machine. It's working finer than a frog hair. She died before he was born. All the time. Zana says all the time. Heidi says yes. And then Renee says, I feel loved ones all the time. They're always with me. They always are. I need to get a camera too. But you notice I'm sitting in front of the tree now? I need to move my chair a little bit more. If I'm sitting in front of the tree, it's okay. No, don't do it, Jude. Do not put the WD-40 in the computer. Good morning, Pearl Scott. Do not do it. Okay. Sherry's like, I didn't mean to laugh. Sounds like something I would have done. My son watched the keyboard once trying to help me out, but didn't work after that. He felt bad that I laughed way too hard. Facebook user. All I see is Facebook user. I don't see a name. We're over on My Mystical Life if you want to move over there so you're not alone. Yes, the first time I got the whole goosebumps, stopped me in my tracks, smelt my Nana's perfume. It was amazing. I just stood there and soaked it all in. And it is something. It's you feel that death September. I've had 4 significant people pass this month. Over the last 2 to 13 years, they've always hit me hard this time of year. I wonder why. I wonder why your soul family has decided that the end of the year is the time to move on. After Renee had done it, she laughed her ass off and was swearing. Swearing? Don't swear. Damn it. Anyhow, your mom is always around. Every time I notice she's helped me. That's awesome. Pretty amazing when we feel them, smell them. Such a gift. I know. I always feel incredibly blessed. Incredibly blessed. Okay, let's pull a card. Okay, let's get Lisa. We need a healing card after Lisa got us all cheery on the family today. But that's where My Mystical Life came from. I don't know why we needed to talk about it, but it's just a beautiful, I think it's a beautiful start to something I had no clue was going to turn into something else. Seriously, you guys, I had no idea where this was going when this started. And I couldn't be more humbled. And I know Sam would agree. Humbled and excited because this upcoming year, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on. But this upcoming year, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Okay, I'm not talking about government or COVID or conspiracy theories or anything like that. I'm talking personally, you guys. For us personally, we can make it amazing. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta go up here. Deb Ferris says, had a great time on the cruise. I did an excursion to Cozumel, long story short, tequila tasting, and I made the cheers, and I made the last cheers. It was here's to love, peace, joy, and mediumship. Went back to the table, and 2 girls came up and asked if I was a medium. I said yes. First time for that. Congratulations for owning that. Anyways, I said yes, I would do a reading. Oh my God, did spirit show up? I did 3 readings that were spot on. No way I would have known any of what I shared. Huge confidence booster for this new medium. Absolutely. I met Deb Ferris in Tulsa at Nicole Chrisman's mediumship development class. And I got to tell you guys, Deb Ferris, if we can ever get together in person, she is sugar and spice and everything nice. And then she's sarcasm. It is awesome. She's fantastic. I think we made like instant friends because we're like, oh yeah, we can rock this class. And then of course we moved. We all moved to different places. So I'm so glad you had fun, and I'm so glad you owned that, Deb. I remember meeting you that first time. It was your first class, and you were so, I don't know if I can do this and all that. And you know, I just think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. Awesome. Isn't that awesome? Everybody throw a congrats her way, because that is hard to do. It's hard to do. Not hard to be a medium, but hard to step forward in a group of people and say, I can do this. I got this. It can be difficult because we worry about what other people think sometimes, right? Congratulations. Woohoo. Give her a whoop whoop, you guys. Whoop whoop. So, awesome. I would tell you what today's giveaway is, but I don't know. We are giving 3 items away today. So, very excited about that. Can't wait to see what they are. And if you win, you guys, don't forget you will get an invoice for the shipping. If you're not on our mystical crystals, you will get an invoice through our mystical crystals, because that's how we pay for our shipping. Good morning, Tal Haas. Tal? Am I saying it right? Good morning. You're new. How are you today? Everybody give Tali a good morning and welcome. love Laura. Great job, Deb. You're the wind beneath my wings. Anybody else hear that in a song? Oh my God, you guys. Renee says, it's very hard to step forward. I'm nervous every single time, but the confirmation is amazing. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just do a gathering where we all meet up? The problem with this, here's the problem. This is why I was having to charge for Salem. To have this many people because we just said, hey, meet us in Savannah. And how many people did we have in Savannah? By the way, we had an off the chain great time in Savannah. But to have a group of people together and say, let's play. Really, that's what we should do. Let's play. Let's take the time in a safe environment to get up and do readings in front of other people. But we need to have a venue for that. Right? But it would be a great opportunity for everybody to be able to get up and do a reading for people. It would be fun. Grand Rising. That's a Facebook name. Your name is Margaret. Okay. Hi, Margaret. Hi. Okay. Let's play. It would be fun. It would be fun, but I have to charge to be able to have a venue to do it. So I'm not planning anything right now. You guys, after the whole Savannah thing or Salem thing, I'm still hyperventilating over that. Okay. Having to cancel just freaked me out, but I'm glad I did. Because I don't want to be a super spreader. And if everybody got COVID after coming back to that, I would have felt horrible. Okay, we all would have, right? Our day will come. 60 songs just came to you. Okay, I've actually pulled out the mana cards this morning, you guys. I have pulled out the mana cards. Oh. Tara, where do you live? Tara Candia, where do you live? She says she can get a free venue. I think I'm aware of kind of where you live, but I know, Jude. I know. We were so close. Tara. Let me know. I think I know. Michigan. Okay, we're at Michigan. We have a lot of people in Michigan, right? Oh, crap. Look at that. We're at Michigan. That would be cool. But it would be nice to be able to just have a closed session where we can get up and read for each other and have other readers there as well, right? But we can have a closed session to do readings for each other. Grand Rapids. I love Grand Rapids. We've talked about this. I do love me some Grand Rapids, especially around the art festival. But we wouldn't do it then. Let's talk. You're close. You're in Toledo. Yeah, Grand Rapids ain't far, right, Heather? Okay, let's talk. Okay, we'll talk about this later. What about a Zoom gathering? We could do a Zoom gathering as well, somewhere tropical. But Laura, in the summer, Grand Rapids is right on the lake. Michigan, right? Lake Michigan? Correct me if I'm wrong. I even live in the Great Lakes, and I'm like, Erie, Superior. You're in Sandusky and go to Michigan frequently. So we'll talk about this, and then we'll also talk about some virtual stuff. You dreamt planning one in Mexico? I have no problem with Mexico. I like Mexico a lot. But we could do a small gathering in Michigan. Yeah, the dunes and all that stuff. You just go up to the wineries. Okay, let's do this because I have mana cards in my hand. I do not pull out the mana cards very. Uperlite hunting. We're going to make an excursion, a car excursion across Michigan. I have those mana cards. They feel really good in my hands this morning too. They're just like, hi, let's do this, Lisa. Quit yammering on. Quit yammering on. And move on. Let's do this. Moving on. Here's our mana card this morning. Okay. It's a beautiful card. I'm sorry. I do love. I'm planning a women's weekend retreat. Do I get to be included in that too? I need to know more about. I need to know about it. I need to know more. Even if I'm not doing anything, I need to know more about it. Seriously. Oh yeah, the Leonaloo winery is there. Frankenmuth is in Michigan, you guys. Really cool. Ava. Ava. Right? And I am referring to, I know what this card means. I can feel what it means, but I'm going over here to this as well. Um, this is the difference. You can really see this card and see that these people care about each other. You can feel the acceptance. You can feel the love. And the difference here between a gift and giving because you care, right? This is receiving with love is what this card is. This is giving with love. This is about what you give is what you get. What you give is what you get in abundance. So make sure that you, even if you're not, we do this every once in a while. We try to be able to do this. We'll adopt a family for Christmas because we have been so blessed in so many different ways in our life that we try to give back. And it's kind of changed a little bit now because we have Henry to buy everything for. No, not really. We didn't buy him hardly anything this year. He's still small and, he's just 2. He doesn't need any more toys. So, but this is about our season as well, right? This is about giving with the compassion and the love that we are capable of. These cards are not cards I pull out very often, you guys. You will feel a lot of energy from these cards. That's why I don't pull them out very often. I am very humbled by them. Paid a shit ton of money for them because they talk to me. They really talk to me, and I said I must have. I must have, and they are made with all the traditional symbolisms of the Hawaiian people. And this is all about being the gracious people that take care of each other, which is what we are supposed to be doing. Fisher-Price Castle is perfect for 2-year-olds. They don't have room at their place for it, so probably spring we'll get him one of those. My living room is not the hugest living room. It's an old farmhouse, so I have restrictions. But it's a great idea, Renee, and I'll get it in spring. So I'm supposed to pull another card. So this is about giving. Absolutely. You don't do nothing for Christmas? We give. We try to. If we feel like we are able to, or if we feel pulled to, we will adopt a family or some children. Usually, if you have those trees around, we'll pull 3 or 4 kids off a tree and do the best we can. Pu'io. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that one has me. That one has me right there. Pu'io. This is all about being on the right path and being comfortable with it and knowing that this is within your soul's journey. Let's put it that way. This is about being on the right path, feeling it, knowing it, because it is your soul's journey. Okay? Prison Ministries had a great program for kids whose parents may be incarcerated. That's a great idea. That is a great idea, Laura. So, Pu'io. This is the taro root here, you guys, which is this taro root talks about, and all of those roots in there talk about it being a natural journey for an individual. And that owl, of course, is about the intelligence. No, that's the owl. It is about the intelligence of a spiritual journey and being aware, right? And those lights behind are that intuition, knowing that our soul journey is laid in front of us, whether we think we are effing it up or not. You guys, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. That's where we learn, right? Is within the storm. These are great cards. If you feel pulled to these cards, I'm not going to say they're the cheapest cards. It's just not. But my heart, you all, resides in Hawaii. If I could live there and still be close enough to hug the grandchild, we would have had stayed, because we had the opportunity to actually stay in Hawaii. But having a grandchild, family changes that, doesn't it? It really does. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have the opportunity possibly to go back for 2 years and live there starting this year. So I got to get the dogs their titer tests. So go to Hawaii for 2 years. But this is the Mana cards of power and Hawaiian wisdom. Oh, look at that's the card that we just pulled. Look at that. That's validation saying pay attention. Pay attention. You are on the correct journey. Okay. Your daughter adopted a child and really went all out. She never wants a child to be without Christmas. Right. My great-granddaughter was one of those kids and got garbage. Got garbage? What do you mean? Wonderful message. So, I will be back on at 3 Central to give away 3 more items, and we have a lot of stuff to still give away. We are on day 3 of our giveaway. How exciting. Don't forget you can get extra tickets by referring friends, and if they sign up, a gift from prison. That's sad. If your friends sign up, make sure that they put your name in the referral thing so you get an extra ticket. Don't forget, they need to put your name in there so you get an extra ticket. They get a ticket, and then you get a ticket if you refer a friend. If you do it on a group, make sure you put up there, say this is the giveaway. Make sure you put your name in and put my name as referral so you get... miss you too, Diana. I know you're working a lot. Pearl Scott, I'm just going to tell you, I call on who my guides tell me to call on if I'm doing a reading. By posting a lot, that doesn't help. It doesn't help. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you at 3 p.m. Central. I'm going out to put more stuff in the store. I don't know if you guys saw the blue Sakari. I think it's Sakari. Oh, he's going to pass out at that. Flower agate that went into the store. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's spheres. They're gorgeous. They're very rare. They went up on the store last night. What else do we have? We have today, this morning, we have a selenite sphere going up into the store. Wonderful thing about spheres is it shoots all that energy from every direction. So that clearing energy throughout the room. We also have some really beautiful optical honey calcite coming into the store today in spheres. Beautiful. I'm just going to throw a shout out to Tammy Amit for the slab she bought yesterday. She preemptively purchased it before it went in the store. And Tammy, that was a piece I was going to keep in backlight, put it on a stand in backlight because it is so beautiful. I hope you do something like that with it. It is just, I have a picture of it. And we only have one more of these left. It's not in the store. It will be today. But this is a picture of the one that Tammy picked up yesterday because she was chatting back and forth with Sam. The one on the bottom. I don't know if this will do it. Oh, there, the one on the bottom. That is 17 inches long, you guys. It is stunning. And the other one on top is equally as beautiful. But she picked that up. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It's like, shit. I had plans, man. I was putting a stand underneath that thing, and I was going to backlight it with one of those LED strips. It was going to be stunning. So I hope you do something like that, and you share because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't wait for you to get it. I can't wait to pack it. I got to figure out how to pack it, so you might have to give me a day on that. Okay. I know she scored on that one, you guys. She really did. And she used her discount, right? Because she's a member of the My Mystical Life membership. So she used her discount and she got a lot of money off of it. So that's awesome. 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 Okay. Yes, that is blue fluorite. The one on top is blue fluorite. They both are. They're blue fluorite. I can tell you that the one on top is $250 before any deductions for membership or anything like that. We only have the one left. So if you're buying yourself a Christmas gift, y'all, the first person that messages us is the one that gets it, the one on top. But Dolores is like, I thought I was retired, but an opportunity came, so I took it to pay vet bills. Vet bills, right? Vet bills. Got my rainbow fluorite slab yesterday. It's beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. So glad. Almost. Christine Emerson keeps coming in right at the end. She's like, I'm sneaking in. I'm sneaking in. Oh, I wanted to announce. We have, I'll show that again real quickly. I don't know if that doesn't do it. The light behind me bleaches it out. But they're blue fluorite. We were supposed to have a Zoom class today, or not a Zoom class, but a Zoom with Ellie Coyle and myself. If you guys could, if you have Ellie Coyle or Ellie's Guiding Light on your feed, if you just want to drop her a line, they're having a real hard time. Just a super sudden losing of her mother-in-law. Her husband is struggling. She's just lost. She's having such a hard time. So of course, when we have moments like that, we try to step back from reading. Okay, when we have sickness or we have emotional issue where we're struggling with something, you always step back from trying to pass messages on. She didn't think she could maybe pull through with that and have clear messages without being upset. So if you guys could just send Ellie an I love you. I'll even give you her link because, you know, she's been struggling, and I was talking to her yesterday, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're not doing this. And that's what I can't stand news, and this just popped up news as I don't like news. News is so overrated. Okay, let me get rid of that. Just drop her an I love you. If you could. I'll put it right here. There you go. Oh! Oh, poor baby. Severe arthritis. Yeah, I'm sorry. We had to cancel. Oh. Yeah. It was so unexpected. I mean, I guess she had a feeling of vertigo. And before the doctor could get there, because over in Ireland, I guess the doctor comes to the house. Before the doctor could get there, which was before emergency services could get there, she had passed. It was so sudden. So she was healthy. So I don't know. Anyhow. So anyways, you guys, we will see you guys at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. So find love, find light, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And they're thinking a silent heart attack. They're thinking a silent heart attack. But it could be, Christine, I don't know. That's just what they're kind of leaning towards. Totally healthy person. All right, guys, have a great day. I will talk to you later. We'll see who wins later on this afternoon. And we'll be getting some new stuff in the store and stuff mailed out for the winners. And we will talk to you guys later.